What's happening, boys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy here, and today we are going to be taking on my least favourite MR test by a country mile, the MR19 test. Now, it's not impossible at all, and in fact, I'm going to show you 3 ways to do it. I'm going to show you the way they want you to do it, the easy way, and the ridiculously easy way. Alright, so there's going to be 3 ways of doing this test, and practice, see which one you want to do, and see which one's going to work for you. Now, to start with, the way they want you to do it, I am going to be using Loki Prime. Loki, regular Loki. To be honest, any frame whatsoever you want to use is absolutely fine. I've literally taken out all of his mods and built him purely for speed. All I want is to be able to get around this map as quick as humanly possible. And the big mod in this one is going to be enemy radar. I want to know where the enemies are. I want to know where I'm going to next at all times. The Dual Karma's Prime is my melee, only because I'm leveling it up. Honestly, you can put absolutely any melee in there you want. It will drop them. So, without further ado, let's show you the way they want to do it. So, loading on in, guys. We have got to assassinate some enemies, melee strike some orbs, and then free a prisoner. Now, I'm going to recommend doing it in that order as well. Kill all the enemies first before worrying about freeing the prisoner. And what we're going to do, we're going to go from bottom to left, up, and then back down is the way that I normally find this the easiest way to do it. So, using enemy sense is going to be absolutely huge to work out where they are, where they're facing, and literally, remember guys, you don't have to rush this at all. So, take your time. If you need to hide behind a wall for a certain amount of time, hide behind the wall. It's better than failing, right? So we're going to jump over there, execute him. We're going to come over here and hide at this right-hand wall. This guy that's walking down towards us has got no peripheral vision whatsoever. In fact, we got here really early. I normally hide a little bit on the last one. So this guy that's walking here has got no peripheral vision whatsoever. As he turns in, we're not even going to execute him. We're just going to hit him, and that will kill him. As he's walking there. Nearly missed the first melee strike. What a whopper. But, as you can see, he's got no peripheral vision whatsoever. This guy as well. You can pretty much run alongside them, but make sure they don't actually make eye contact with you. Now, for some reason, enemy sense doesn't work when you're above the enemies, which is a bit of a pain, but not the end of the world by any stretch of the imagination. So we are now going around like that, making sure we get this one that's going to be coming up the stairs. He's facing this way, so we're going to simply jump on over behind him. Execute him. And I think we've got about 3 left, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to run over here, making sure we stay hidden, because we know there's one there. And it's literally about taking your time. Just chill. A little bit like Lil. Chill with us still. There we go. Let him walk over. He should be behind that orb somewhere. Can't even see him. Oh, there he is. Execute him. Now, I still think we've got another 2 left, if I'm not mistaken. That might actually be it. There we go. That is all the enemies, guys. It is all about just taking your time, using enemy sense, and going from the bottom to the left, then up top. Really does make this so much easier than any other direction that I've tried to go in the past. Then what we do is simply running around, melee striking these orbs, and then we're going to free the prisoner. Simples. There we go. All 6 done and dusted. Go over, say hello to him. Do not give him a secondary weapon. That'd be crazy. And then get back to where you started. Congratulations, Tenno. You have done, in my opinion, the biggest pain in the arse test. The MR19 test. You've made it. Well done. But this isn't the only way of doing things. So what are the other ways, Shanks? I'm pleased you asked that. Let me show you now. So the other way of doing this, guys, is a little bit like when we done the MR9 test. There are 2 other ways that we can do it. And the first way I'm going to show you is by using the Scourge, and this and half make life a little bit simpler. So with the Scourge, guys, every time you execute someone, you will go invisible, but you need to perform the execution to do so. And then you basically just keep your executions being chained and staying invisible. Now, the big thing with this, though, is still use enemy sense, because you haven't got all day after you execute them. You've still got to be on your toes. You've still got to be making sure you get these executions as quick as humanly possible, because what you don't want is to come out of invisibility with one of the Grineer just staring you right in the face. No one needs that. What like nearly happened there. We're going to wait for him to turn. As he turns, we're going to run up the stairs behind him, execute him, and then we're good to carry on. So still approach like you're going to execute everyone. Still approach like you're not invisible, because you just don't want to get caught out. It'd be a real silly way to get caught out like that. And we nearly did just there, just with this guy coming up behind us. And there we go. Literally running around using that invisibility, because you can't use any of your abilities, but passives always still work during Mastery Rank tests. Always remember that. So the frame that you pick for whatever you're doing, the passive still works. And sometimes that is literally the difference of making a test really, really hard work for you, or incredibly simple. So last two orbs. Bada-bum. Bada-bum. And there we go. Let's go free the prisoner. And we are done with the Scourge. Nice and simple, right? Nice and simple. Well, it can't get easier than that, Shanks. Oh, yes, it can. Oh, yes, it can. And let me show you how. So the last way I'm going to show you how to do this is with Banshee and the Redeemer. Why the hell Banshee? Because of her passive. Remember what we said earlier is because of the passive. With Banshee, all weapon fire is silent. But we've only got our melee. You're right. That's why we're going to be using the Redeemer. And we are literally not even really going to move. Not really even going to move. We're going to stay up here. We're going to get to our melee. Oh, there we go. Done. There we go. Potato aim. There we go. Redeemer's got a nice bit of fire on it. And we are literally going to murderize them all from up here. Now, if we do drop down, it's not the end of the world. Needs the range on it. There we go. So we are going to need to drop down eventually. But when we do, I'm expecting not many enemies left whatsoever. There we go. So keep on moving around, same way you normally would, clearing them all out. Now, enemy sense, still not a bad thing. I didn't actually put enemy sense on this time, and already I type of regret it. But it is so simple like this, it really is. Just don't go running anywhere crazy, and you should be able to make sure that everyone's deaded. So all of these guys are just banging trouble because we're shooting them. And they don't know where we're coming from. Ah! And I think that's pretty much it, guys. Run round, melee strike your orbs. Just in case, keep an eye out. Keep enemy sense on with Banshee, guys. That's genuinely the only thing you need with Banshee. Keep enemy sense on. Make your life a little bit easier. Just in case I've got one left. I think I've actually cleared them all. But just in case I've got one left, just put enemy sense on. Just so you know for definite. And when you're running around the corners, you're not tentative about it. So there we go. Get the last orb. Jump back up. And we're going to go free our mate. He's going to want a weapon. Don't be daft. And there we go. JD, job done. My opinion, the most pain in the arse mastery rank test there is, without a shadow of a doubt. But there's 3 different ways there that you can do it fairly straightforwardly. Guys, I hope that helps. Congratulations on passing your MR19 test. You absolute ledge. If this has helped you in any way, please don't forget, consider hitting that subscribe button, turn them notifications on for the future MR tests, and also a load of other content as well. If you want to talk to me in person, you can leave a comment down below, or you can find me over at my Twitch page, which is www.twitch.tv/Shanksy. Hope to see you over there, guys. But until next time, you take it easy. Peace.